Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by Galadon Gaming. It means a lot to me that you just take a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos, so thank you. I will try to make it worth your while with another troll deck episode and concept card. I go to all the trouble to get 3 princesses down on the playing field at once. Let's just come out with a triplet princesses card. Make it easy, shortcut, 10 elixir, 3 princesses go down and rain hellfire on the battlefield. It would be absolutely crazy. Could it happen? Probably not. I mean, 3 musketeers already is either like super OP or a super waste of 9 elixir, but 3 princesses, it's my dream come true for the Gala troll deck. I absolutely love using this troll deck, win or lose, and occasionally at the ends of battles, I do get the opportunity to work maybe 3 princesses in on the battlefield at once. Of course, they're so fragile, so easily wiped out that it doesn't happen often. But when it does, it's truly magical. It is. It's like Cinderella and her stepsisters. It's like, I don't know, what is it like? Give me 3 famous women. Let me know down in the comments. What would it be like? Who would they be? Who would they be? Anyway, 3 princesses. So right now, struggling, trying to get there against the Royal Giant with a Gala Troll deck. But again, always having fun. And this is an early iteration, once again, of Gala Troll using the cannon. I have since switched it out for the Inferno Tower. I have a feeling that's working out a little bit better. Of course, having 2 counters to the Royal Giant, the Inferno Tower, and of course the Barbarians works out pretty well. But at the same time, lacking a zap, arrow, freeze, anything like that can also leave me very weak against certain decks, and you will definitely see that in future episodes. But for today, we've got 2 princesses on the river, and check it out together. They get the tower down with about a minute left, doing a great job. Yes, they work well together in 2s, but they are even better as triplets, trust me. Just hold on, you will see. Now, of course, if you take a 3 elixir princess and you mirror her, that's 7 elixir for 2, so I'm getting a bit of a discount for 10 elixir for the triplet princesses. Maybe Clash Royale would add it if it were 11 elixir, then it would be 3 plus 4 plus 4. Anyway, who knows? We'll see. So I will definitely put that suggestion out there, but I'm hoping you guys have better suggestions. I still like Night and Day. The old card from the old video, I still think that has to come to the game. Absolutely. Help me out with that one. Hashtag bring the Night and Day card. All right. In this battle, we are down to the final 30 seconds. Things are starting to look pretty good on my side as far as being able to protect this left tower. So I've gone to start throwing pumps all over the place. Now, these are kind of defensive pumps as well, trying to protect that right tower just in case. But in the meantime, as time counts down, it's time to drop the princesses in, get as many as we can. Here they come, being protected by the knight, of course. There it is, 1, 2, 3. The true triplet princesses take effect. There they are together, looking so good. Gotta love the way that looks. Match over. Can't quite get the 3 crowns for 3 princesses. Would have been great, but I will take the victory nonetheless and move on to another challenge battle. Anyway, I'm enjoying coming up with the ideas of the new cards. I realize that some are more serious than others. The triplet princesses probably never going to happen. I will come up with some other more reasonable ones in the future, and some based upon your guys' ideas. So again, please let me know down in the comments if you have specific and original ideas for cards. If you've got something that other people haven't come up with, I would love to give you credit for it in a future episode. All right, so again, we've got the troll deck ready, and this time our opponent has a goblin barrel of his own. So the similarities pretty close here. This, again, is the newer version of the Gala Troll deck with that Inferno Tower, but of course, it suffers up against minions and a giant, and suddenly, not looking good. Lots of pressure on my tower early. The Knight card, though, I'll tell you again right now, probably my favorite card in the deck is the Knight. Only 3 elixir, and such a great hard counter to Valkyries, to Ice Wizards, to Musketeers. There's so many different cards that it can stop. Knight, Dark Knight. Love the Knight. I mean Prince, Dark Prince, not Knight, Dark Knight. Oh, Night and Day card. Anyway, moving on. Let's take a look at this battle. You can see my opponent also elixir collecting. Now, I don't have a hard counter for elixir collectors, so I count on that right there. Sometimes players have a hard time in estimating the projectile of the goblin barrel. Now, if you do observe it closely and you've watched enough flying at you, you will know that you can recognize the direction a Goblin Barrel is taking at least enough to know if it's going to land on your tower versus in the corner. Now, part of the reason that I see players making this mistake so frequently is probably because you don't see Goblin Barrels that much in the current meta. So people just see the Goblin Barrel in the air, immediately think he's coming after my tower, I'm going to get my Zap spell, my arrows ready, and if I'm going after your Elixir Collector with really my only counter to your Collector being the Goblin Barrel, then oftentimes they throw the Zap spell and they miss. Right here again, Elixir Collector is going back there and he zaps again! Twice in one battle, the Zap completely misses, and unfortunately I wake up the king here with the Goblins. But what a little bonus there. I was really shocked to see him miss twice. Once I can understand, but I guess it's that old non-Gala saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So I did get it in there 2 different times, taking out the Elixir Collector, and that's kind of a nice little bonus because otherwise, again, I don't have a counter. The only counter I truly have to people that are Elixir pumping is by trying to outpump them with a mirror card. Works out well here, and this again, one of the fundamental keys of the Galatroll deck, I will tell you right here, Fire Spirits. They are 2 Elixir, yet they trade so well against a Minion Horde or Barbarians. 2 to 5, that's a free princess. That is a free princess or a free knight, and that knight, he is oh so good. I love the knight. I realize it's a bit of a man crush there, but I love the knight, I love the princess even more, and I would love triplets even better, but let's move on. I digress again. Man, okay, so we're into overtime. This guy's got minions for days, but I've got Fire Spirits. Fire Spirits trading again so well, even when they can't completely take out the pack, do the damage, and he's got twin Ice Wizards right here. Suddenly, not looking so good. And the Goblin Barrel, he has Goblin Barreled me again. The Princess, the only counter there. I tried to squeeze in the Barbarians, and I've just about lost, but I haven't lost yet. And here we go, it's the old double Knight, Barbarian, Fire Spirit, Princess counter push with the Goblin Barrel trailer, and another Princess to boot, and they just melt the Giant, and somehow, honestly you guys, I totally expected to lose this one. I really did, but here come the 3 Princesses ahead of the Goblin Barrel, just barely. Goblin Barrel lands and he wins, and I feel Joni, he or she, I feel Joni's pain. To lose by that close of a margin is painful. It happens to me all the time, trust me. I'm just showing you guys the wins because the losses aren't that exciting. Just being honest. Okay, you guys want to see the losses? Probably not. I asked you guys before, you guys are like, no, Galadon, you rarely lose, so don't spend all your time trying to lose for us. All right, let's move on to the next replay. Yes, again, working the Triplet Princess card in my imagination, obviously. But again, I'm getting a 1 Elixir discount if we do actually put that into the game, as opposed to me having to use... Oh, wait, no. Oh, you can't mirror the princess twice, so technically, going back to what I was saying, the Triplet Princesses is the same. It would be 10 Elixir, because you're going to drop 3 for the first princess, 4 for the mirrored princess, and then 3 if you were able to cycle around to another princess in time. So technically, it's sort of almost already in the game. I'm a genius. No. But seriously, okay, back to the battle. He is going to throw the fireball. Here comes my Goblin Barrel, this time trying to counter the Spear Goblin Hut. Maybe not such a great idea. 5 Elixir Spear Goblin Hut back there, still going to spit out Spear Goblins like crazy, and I think that was probably a waste. All right, but hey, that's typical of the way I play, and one of the cool things about this deck, it allows you to make really dumb mistakes and come back from them. Here we've got the Giant moving in, Inferno Tower ready, dragging that Giant over, and check out the Goblin Barrel on the Princess. Shocker right there, the Princess survives! The Fire Spirits come to her rescue, and she survives because of the slow deployment time of the Goblin Barrel. She is up on the river and is going to get a couple of shots off on that tower. Another Goblin Barrel, because I didn't learn from the first one, I don't know. I guess I figured here, with the Princess in action, it might work out better, and indeed it does. The Goblin Barrel Goblins almost finish off that hut. Here come the minions. I use the Knight to just distract them, to keep them off the tower. It works out okay. The Knight and then the Princess is close to a fair trade. Now, we did move through them with the use of the Barbarians. Princess in support, coming back up to the river. Final minute once again. She is spraying on that tower, and even though it's just a little bit of chip damage, it works out so well over time. Fireball misses the Princess. Goblin Barrel on the tower in the back. Fire Spirits once again wipe them out in a fiery conflagration. And look at those princesses go to work on the minion horde. Just completely wasted. Now it's 3 princesses once again working on the tower. Barbarians helping to protect. And it's amazing how fast a tower will go down when you've got princesses raining something like close to 400 damage every second. Now time is going to run out. He throws a Desperation Goblin Barrel in the last 10 seconds. Isn't going to work. The barbs just perfectly arrive to help counter that Hog Rider. And away we go. Triplet princesses winning the day one more time. So what do you guys think? Should the card become a reality? Let me know if you have better ideas. I'm sure you do. And perhaps I can use them in future episodes. Thank you guys again so much. I have fun making these videos. I hope you enjoy watching them. Please do hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and yes, I hope you all return again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, tell them the truth, man. It took you 8 hours to get the footage for this video. I saw it with my own eyes.